Hello, hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? Yeah, no, everything's working. I didn't get this set up at the last minute and am now suddenly realizing the chat's missing. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look, it worked. Yes. Yes, it did. Good. 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 Yeah, fixed it. See? Told you I could. Told you it was working the whole time. Hi, Fred. It seems we're here with a Zatsudan. A chat and chill, if you will. With some lovely, lovely beer. We have a German Prost. It has an exclamation mark. I assume that means something. Hello, Ash. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's St. Patrick's Day is doing well. Weird holiday when you think about it. You know, like that sits with me quite a bit because it's a holiday built entirely around what people think Irish people are like. You know? Like literally. It's like the most stereotypical holiday ever. And it's not celebrated in any measure of a traditional manner. I don't think the tradition was getting absolutely smashed on green shit. I don't think green really had a lot to do with it initially. We just decided it did. And then Ireland's like, no, yeah, that kind of slaps. Holy fuck, thanks for the holiday. I looked for Irish stuff. I was running out of time. What is an Irish beer, anyways? What are some Irish beers? What? It's Guinness? Oh yeah, I guess Guinness is, yeah. I always think Guinness isn't, which I guess is on me. I should have got some Guinness. That would have been smart. It's like the beer to drink on St. Paddy's Day. Guinness tastes like shit, though. A Murphy sounds good. I should have gotten that, but I like a light beer. You know what I mean? If I was doing this on Twitch, I was going to set up a little thing where, like, you can do a redeem of I take a sip of beer or I take a sip of whiskey. And that was going to be the whole thing. Because I do have some cheap Irish whiskey I use for coffees. Also, I don't think I said it yet. Hello, Toxic. Tox in a box. So nice to see you. Old fashions. Oh, you make. What are you putting in your old fashions? Bourbon? If it's bourbon, okay, sir. If it's not, you know, if it's a what? Put whiskey in an old fashioned. You can. I don't know if it would. Yeah, you can. You totally can. I never do. I do bourbon. I've done Scotch old fashions, and they're strong. The flavor profile is strong, would be the word. But that's the thing about an old fashioned, you know, you're just kind of like trying to enhance what is there and like trying to bring out the flavors that you like about a specific type of drink. Hello, Shade Sable. Hello, hello. I guess one could say, because like I know old fashions are kind of like there's a style of them. Oh yes, you were recommending Four Roses to me. You're right. I like how you write homemade simple syrup too. Like it's not water and sugar. Sorry. What is that other type of syrup? It's slightly harder. It's not simple syrup. It's has like a gum arabic. I have actually. I have made it. I've also made this other syrup before. You can't see it. It's see-through like me. Duh. No, complex syrup. It should be called complex syrup. But yeah, it's just simple syrup with a little. I really think it's gum arabic mixed in, and it makes a silkier cocktail. Oh, it's so good. Is it gum arabic? I actually love like how much mixology, is that the word? Is that the word I'm looking for? Is that the word I search my mind for? Has evolved in recent years. Like, it's a lot a bit hipster. Don't get me wrong. It's super fucking hipster. But I enjoy it. It's nice. You know, I don't really drink anything too complex, like in my day to day. I'm not out there buying a Paco jet or anything. Oh, I hope you do get cozy and tipsy. We're having a drink together now. Everyone is welcome to drink with me on such a glorious St. Patty's Day. I think we should all be very celebratory, but I also know most of you don't drink, which is weird to say. I don't know. What do you do at parties? How do you talk at parties? Hello, Grim. Is that is that hello? Is that the impression of how I say hello? No problem. Oh, it's an inverse caps. That makes more sense. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That is actually genuinely fair. I guess I forget. I forget. I'm not like a social person. I'm also not an introvert. Like, I really want to make that. I feel like people have had the perception of me as an introvert lately because, you know, I keep to myself. But I'm not an introvert. There's a light difference. I'm antisocial. I'm antisocial. I'm not afraid of socialization. I don't like it. I like talking to you guys, naturally. I want to make that very clear. But like going outside, oh my god. And like you talk to someone, and what are you talking to them about? Really? Like, what is the conversation? I have made it a little game in my head, and it's only for me, where when I'm at a job or like I have to talk with people, I try to say the most boring, generic small talk imaginable. Like just the worst type of conversation. You just walk up, hey, good morning. God, you see that weather out there? I wish we weren't in here, don't you know? But don't worry, they'll fly by, especially with how busy it is. Or if it is actually busy, or if it is actually busy, well, they'll be over before we know it, though, you know? So that's something to look forward to. Did you see the game last week? I've thrown that one out. I've thrown out, did you see the game last week? Honestly, works really well. Even if you've not watched a game, even if you don't say a sport, it still has like a 60% chance of like working. Yeah, that's actually what I love the vibes of like a fucking Oblivion NPC. Like I love those energies of you walking up to someone and saying the most inane fucking shit. It's so funny to me. I don't know why. Oh, Toxic, you're probably still a hipster. I mean, look at you. Look at how you draw your hair. Look at how you do your hair. Over one eye, that's emo. And if I know anything about emos, they all became hipsters. Every single one of them. It was like a great purge. Or was it the natural evolution? It was like a Pokemon. It's a universal rule. If you're a hipster as an adult in high school, I'm sorry you listened to Linkin Park and you really liked it. Or you still do. That's also valid. I used to be really into Linkin Park. Like really into, like I had the album. It was like one of my first albums I ever bought. It was Yeah, fuck yeah, Ash, I am. Of course I am. My personal experience, I was so emo. Oh god, the 2000s. What a time to be alive. No one could see it, but my hair was well over my eye. God, all... You know what annoyed me, though? I'm not into hybrid theory now. Like, I'm not into Linkin Park now. I'm actually, like... I was kind of into Green Day then, and I'm much more into classic Green Day now. But back then, I was only into a few of Green Day. You know, I was like jamming to American Idiot. And like, damn, they really speak in facts right now. Oh, but yeah, this is something that's bugged me for years. And someone tell me if I'm correct. When I was young, all I wanted was like a black was black clothing. And I didn't want logos. I didn't want graphics. I didn't want fucking anything on my clothes. I wanted the color black. It was fucking impossible to find anything. Was it just a thing of the age? Because now I go to a store and it's all black clothing everywhere. And it's like everyday stuff. I own so many all black t-shirts. But like, it just wasn't a thing back then. You could always get like the black tees and like a black button up. But like anything with flavor. Was it just my luck? Was that just my luck? Oh, that's so unfortunate. I had the most cringe little shirt. It was a little t-shirt. What's the word? It's not a V-neck. A circle neck? Is that what they call it? Crew neck? I'm not sure. It was something like that. But it was a round neck. And it had little tiny, like, I want to say they were little skull and crossbones. And that was my favorite shirt for way too long. Well, I guess no. I don't mean just all black, but black with flavor. Like, I right now have this amazing black shirt that I never wear on stream because, you know, I won't stand out. And it's this black shirt. It's circle neck with a small V right in the center, 2 button clasps on the shoulders, and the bottoms, the edges of it are like glittered, like with a shiny shiny shit on it. It's the best fucking shirt I own. I love that shirt so much. It's nearing the end of its life. It's starting to fray. It's not quite as glittery as it used to be. And I think I lost a button recently. So it might have to transition to being a PJ shirt, which I will mourn. I will mourn its loss. Edgelord clothes. Okay. Yes. I don't just wear edgelord clothes now. I'm actually like... It led to a transition in my life. Oh, it is we are kins. We are in this together. You see. I do enjoy a bit of edge. I am an edgy boy. I know I am. I want to run from it. I want to hide from it. But I am. I'm an edge boy. Still, I can't fully ever run away from it. But it was very funny because after I sort of stopped wearing like emo clothing, I got really into... Should I say this? It's kind of cringe. No, I'm going to own it like I do everything. I got really into suits, actually. And I wore a suit every day for like 5 years. For 5 years. They weren't the cheap shit either. They weren't at all the cheap shit. I went to the nice stores. I had mine fitted, custom ordered. I went all out. I know there's a lot of... Suits are top tier. They really are. And I fucking looked good. There was another guy I knew around the time, and he also wore suits every day, and we were in similar friend circles. And it was always like, oh, who's the suit guy? And I still kind of want to fight that dude, because his suits were all like secondhand, which nothing wrong with a secondhand suit, but he didn't take care of them. They were lightly dirty, they never quite fit, and they were mismatched and chaotic. The man dressed every day like he was the mad fucking hatter. How dare he come for my title, I say. I worked really hard for that. Like, my whole goddamn paychecks at the time were going into that. Oh, absolutely, Ash. And that's the thing, too. Like, I felt good back then. You know what I mean? I felt good. Every day I felt good. I had a closet of like 30 suits, and they all looked good on me. And I could arrange them in so many different in so many different ways. I had this white suit. Oh god, it looked good. I never fucking wore it because I'm just inviting trouble at this point. Oh, the silver one. I should get back to that at some point. I still have quite a few of them. Yes. Yes. I do. I just don't... Kingsman wasn't out yet. But in retrospect, yes. No, I just... Oh god, here's the cringe part. I was very inspired by a certain character in a TV show. And I really liked that show. In retrospect, it's not as good a show as I thought it was. It really wasn't. But you know what? You know what? Very, very, very inspired by a certain character. Nothing low key. Yeah, I wish it was Kingsman. I wish I was that cool. I wish that I was like, oh, I want to be like James Bond, but I just had to pick the funny suit man. I had to pick the funny suit man from the funny sitcom. And that's what I was constantly compared to. Yeah, led to a lot of confidence too. It was really a confidence boost for me. I really recommend doing that for people. Like, I recommend that to people. Is like, do something weird. If you're not feeling like yourself... No, Ash, don't say it. If you're not feeling like yourself, I can't comment. We have our pasts, okay? Told you it was cringe. Hello, Jay. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I hope your D&D goes well. That's Dungeons and Dragons. I know that now. Are you playing a warlock? They have a D8 hit dice. I know that too. Look, I can't help a barbarian. Conan the Barbarian. Are you playing Conan the Barbarian? I know one has a really dumb name. Puncher? Fighter! It's Fighter, because you fight. What a horrible name. Oh. Yo, no, I fucking love Conan. The original Conan run in comics was amazing. Are you kidding me? Who was that artist who worked it? He was so fucking talented. God, he did amazing work on it. Either way, I'm not coming for Conan. Oh shit. Wizard. That's the only other one I know. I was really confused because I was like, Warlock, isn't it like a male witch? Or at least that's what Scooby-Doo taught me. How many classes are there? It's like 40? Yes, John Buscema. I was watching a video like dissect. Yes, I know that. I know that now. And I know it has a D8 hit dice. Cleric, yes. I always forget that D&D is like, oh yeah. We have a cleric, you know, like a person from the church. And a fighter. Fighter's the funniest one to me. Fighter's the funniest one. The names are all kind of silly when you like think about what they mean. I guess they do indicate it well. Like with a ranger, you fight from range. Paladin makes sense. Why are clerics fighting? Anyways. What was I talking about before that? I was talking about... Oh. Something. Oh, yes. To have been younger. Oh, those were the days. What I'd recommend above all to everyone in the world is I used to be a very awkward person. Like very awkward. I couldn't speak in public. I couldn't talk to people. I was... Oh, Ash, even you can't convince me I'm not smooth as hell now, baby. Anyways, I used to be awkward. That's the right word. And it was difficult, you know. You want to make friends, you want to get to know people, and you're just not able to. I know what that feels like. I remember feeling that. The same feeling as, say, hypothetically, I never went to high school because, I've always been the exact age I am now for 122 years. But if I had gone, I would know exactly what it's like to run to a far corner of the school and eat lunch by myself. Ugh. Don't think about that. And I really I guess I mostly recommend this to teenagers, but I do recommend this to everyone now, is find something weird. Find something genuinely weird that you love and go full force into it. When I started wearing a suit every day, God, everything kind of changed for me. I no longer literally no longer blended in, but suddenly people were talking to me, and that gave me the practice to talk to people. And people got to know me easier and liked me more because I was open about who I was and who I wanted to be. And that's something that I stand by to this day. Find a thing, a gimmick, something that you love, and run into it with your full force. Wear it on your sleeve and on your heart. You'll be surprised most of the time. I can't promise this works every time. Sometimes environments are cruel, places are cruel. But be yourself openly and blatantly in that sense. Or at least one piece of yourself. Because this is a blend of sappy be yourself advice and also know how to market yourself, right? So here's where it gets a little fucked up, I think, in my opinion, is you, when you're talking to people, kind of are marketing yourself. And a product works better if it has a single gimmick, and then all of the features come with. So, for example, I wore a suit every day. And then when people got to know me, they found out I was very, I don't want to say nice. I was nicer then. I used to be nice. What the fuck happened to me? I was a nice little boy. Well, I wasn't little and I wasn't a boy. Because, I've been this exact same physical age my entire life. For 122 years, as we know. But I think at one point I just became very confident in myself. Either way. It was definitely then too. I was not confident before that. But yes, wearing a suit, it gave me confidence. It let me wake up. It gave me an identity to wave my flag, as it were. And it gave me, I don't know, it gave me an identity. It really did. And having that, being able to market myself under something, well, it was an amazing experience. Suddenly, I went from not knowing anyone to, well, knowing everyone. Sorry, Ash. Yeah, suddenly it was, everyone was saying hi to me. Everyone was saying hi. Everyone was saying hello. And I just had a great time of it. Great time of it. I was wondering. I was like, this is kind of like your area to mock me, but glad YouTube's got my back. Don't you know, Ash? Bully Cassius age is over. We're all on Team Cassius now. This is what's happened while you've been away. It's no longer Bully Cassius. It's help Cassius bully everyone else. Anyways, yeah, and it gave me a lot of confidence. At first, it was a fake confidence. You know, I was attempting to mimic something. Nonconformist. You know what? Unless you're walking around dead-ass naked, you're a conformist. Take your clothes off, you chump. Look, I'll do it. No, but that's the thing, right? Clothes have always been so weird to me. I used to not understand self-expression via clothing. Happy St. Patrick's Day, James. I'm very excited to see you. Yeah, Fred, you understand. If you just let yourself out, especially nowadays. I think this is like especially true now. You're gonna leave an ass-shaped mark on that chair, and you know what? Good job. Let's keep going. But no, I mean, like, conformity, non-conformity. I don't know. I don't try to think about that. I try to think about who I want to be and what I want to look like. Well, you know, look like. And you just run with that. You just run with that. There's always an element, though, of like, it's almost impossible to truly ignore that you will be perceived. We are all quantum in that nature, are we not? The minute we are observed, the state of it changes. Especially when it comes to self-expression. Because so much of our expression is not entirely focused on... What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? It's not an internal act. Quite literally. You know what I mean? You express because you wish to be perceived. Although I did have a friend once who made an entire music album, downloaded it onto a USB drive, listened to it once, deleted it off every computer, and then chucked it in the river. So, you know, I guess you can express for no one. He was a weird person, though. He was a very strange person. Still probably my best friend. Love that dude. Love him to death. Yeah, he just chucked it in the river. I didn't even get to listen to it. I listened to his work before. It was a good album. He did good music. Yeah. Creative expression solely for yourself is super valid. I don't know, but with clothes, it's never just for yourself. There's a desire to elicit reaction. And the minute you begin to put products out into the world, you have to play with that. Because it is about a desire of perception. And isn't a desire to be perceived in a certain way the most conformist act one can commit? Because you're desiring something from society, even if it's to be seen as being against it. I don't know. Maybe I'm entirely up my own ass at this point. It's possible. It's probable. But no, actually, I've had a story. I don't think I've told you guys. This story. So my friend who made the album is actually Bigfoot. It's actually Bigfoot, of course. And I will now henceforth be referring to him as Bigfoot. Okay? He is Bigfoot. He's literally Bigfoot. He's literally Bigfoot. In personality, in soul, he lived in a little cave. In my house, he lived in a little cave that he paid very little rent for. And he lumbered out naked, hairy, and he would take food and bring it back to his lair. Still my best friend to this day. Literally is Bigfoot. Yes. Yes. Anyways, so one day I was working a very long shift. And let me read this first. I used to feel like fashion, especially into the yeah, honestly, James, right? Because like, oh, what can I wear that can be perceived as counterculture? Well, you're still expecting culture to define you as counterculture, are you not? Exactly, you understand. So you're still participating in culture. You're not counter anything. It's all fugazi. Am I using that word correct? I never use the word fugazi. Let's see if I'm right. Am I crazy? No, I have no idea what I'm saying. Oh no, I actually did. I did it right. Fugazi. It's all fake. It's all phony. I think I heard it in fucking Wolf of Wall Street, and I've wanted to use it in a sentence ever since. Anyways. Toxic. You can't just come out here. You're sending me, girl. You're sending me. I also say that a lot. It means you're making me laugh if I ever say sending. I don't know where I picked that word, that use of that word up as well, just so you know. But it means I think you're funny. Anyways. So I'm coming home from work, and when I finish, one of my favorite, like, easy snacks is I pre-make a batch of homemade beans at the start of the week. Sweetened, not like that stupid British style. You know, a little maple, a little bacon. I pre-make a batch, and I get it cold. Right? I get some hot dogs, not pre-made. Because who the fuck has the time? I just buy nice ones. And, of course, some toast. It's a delicious meal. It's a delicious, quick, easy, fast meal. And if you don't have, pre-made, you can always buy in a can. Nothing wrong with that. It won't taste as good. But honestly, sometimes you're fucking hungry. And saying, oh, you always have to eat from this, from scratch, from this. No. Not everyone has that kind of time. Respect that. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, so I'm coming home, and all I want is beans with chopped up little hot dogs and toast. And yes, I do dip the toast in the beans. That's how I do it. I don't put it on top, I dip. And then I eat the beans separate. It's delicious. Call me crazy, but it is delicious. Anyways, so I'm like, I've been thinking about this meal all day. I didn't have lunch. I was at work, I was tired, and all I wanted to do was come home. And I had just bought a Costco jumbo pack of hot dogs, where it's like 100 hot dogs. No, it's not. It's like 48 though. It's like a double pack. There's so much. There's an unreasonable amount of hot dogs. I'd had like maybe one? Yeah, one. I'd had one hot dog. So I knew they were going to be in the fridge. Or so I thought. I come home, I look in my fridge. They're not there. Well, maybe Bigfoot took them to the kitchen. Go to the kitchen. It's no signs anyone's cooked, and Bigfoot's not a clean guy. He didn't clean his dishes. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, he didn't cook. Maybe he barbecued? We have a barbecue. Go to the barbecue. Nope, still out of propane. Couldn't have replaced it. Bigfoot doesn't have a car. He walks everywhere. Well, I'm gonna go to his cave. So I walk down to his cave and open up the door. Instantly, the first thing I see on the ground is the empty package of hot dogs. It's completely gone. Completely emptied. Sitting on the floor. In his room. In his cave. Where there is nowhere to cook anything. So he definitely didn't cook them. And on his bed, I see him, butt-ass naked, with a plate covered in mustard, as he is passed out. And the plate sits atop his stomach, in his room, wrapper still on the floor. He ate 48 hot dogs, raw, with mustard. No, I still had the bread, luckily. There was no bread. No, he didn't use bread. He didn't have buns. He didn't use bread, and he didn't cook them. He dipped them like chicken fingers. Sorry, it sounds absurd. It sounds like I'm lying, but this is etched in my memory. I'm glad you're okay. I survived, luckily. But I couldn't eat the beans and toast with no hot dogs. That's the bulk of. Oh no, we're unfreezing. Oh, that was a huge lag spike on my whole computer. There we go. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back. I should be fixed now. I'm fixed? Nice. Yeah, no, he just got really messed up. It is actually just my computer problems, evidently. My mouse wouldn't even move. Welcome. Thank you for the back. He got really messed up and just ate 48 raw hot dogs. He was a weird one, though. He was a very strange person. Still is. He's grown nominally normal in time. Still a weirdo. Still my best friend. Has not eaten 48 hot dogs since. He did say that was the lowest point of his life. This is the story Bigfoot always tells me not to tell. Every time I will tell this story. Me and him actually worked at the same place for a while, and he worked there first. So he had the good impressions, and I walked in like, hey, did you hear this story about Bigfoot? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, I gotta tell you the Bigfoot hot dog story. He hates it when I tell that story. But motherfuckers shouldn't have eaten 48 of my goddamn hot dogs. Yeah, he fucking crushed them. It was insane. They were like the Kirkland ones, too. Is Kirkland the Costco brand? I think it is. If it isn't, my apologies. But whatever the Costco brand was. I read that online recently. Anyways, yeah. No, he fucking crushed them. I didn't have anything to eat that night. Oh no, true. 47 fucking hot dogs. That's an insane thing. I think that was his day. Like, he woke up, drunk a lot, and then slowly worked his way through 47 raw hot dogs. To this day, he claims that he cooked them. But chat, tell me, if he cooked them, why was the wrapper in his room? Huh? Riddle me piss! He was eating them raw. I know it for a fact. He was far too messed up to remember if he was. That man ate 47 raw hot dogs. And that's almost as much as 48. Bigfoot really has put himself together. He boiled the package. Yeah, no, he actually pulled himself together. He ended up losing like a ton of weight. You know, trimming up, looking like a handsome Bigfoot. He's really doing quite well now. Exactly! Then also, just like he could have boiled the package. That's an interesting theory. It's like sous vide. Man's sous vide the hot dogs. He claims that he took them out of the package, boiled them, and then used the package to carry them. But come on. No, he fucking didn't. No, he didn't. Who does that? Also, like I said, no used pots. Everything else in the kitchen was how I left it. Another time, me and Amity were hanging out with Bigfoot. And we were watching some TV or like a movie or something. And we didn't want to eat snacks while we were, because, you know, it clogs it up. And then we paused, we're like, okay, everyone, have some snacks, go enjoy yourselves. And Bigfoot grabs Amity's chips out from in front of her, carries them over the couch, lies down and starts eating. By the end of the break of us like breaking from movie time, he crumpled up the bag. He was done. There was a whole bag. It's a whole bag. He didn't ask. Once again, I really should say, he put himself together. And this should be an inspirational story for all of you, chat. Because if that man can pull himself into a constructive part of society, so can you. So can you. So can literally anyone. One time he got drunk and vomited against the wall. He didn't clean it up. Just left it. Just left it. It was by his bed. He did have one of those weird beds, you know, the ones that are like really heavy because they have like gears in them or motors that like lift you. Those cool beds. I'm doing things with my arms like you can see them. The beds that do this. The ones that do that. Yeah, he couldn't move the bed, so he just fucking left it. Like, I would have helped him. I would have helped him if he just asked. But he really didn't. So yeah, that was a whole mess. When he moved out, I found it too, son of a bitch. He offered to come help clean, but nah, I said don't. I was painting. I did clean it up. I did clean it up. Yeah, they're like, they lift you up like a chair, like you're like this. And then you go, whoop. Like that, yeah. I think that actually kind of communicated what I'm talking about. And they're gonna like lift the feet up. No, not like a Murphy bed. A Murphy beds are the ones that go into the walls. Those are great. He had one that was like, it's like a hospital bed. Don't know why he had that. I've always wanted to know my sleep number. Honestly, me too. I feel like that's a fascinating thing. I don't know. Do you go in for a test to get your sleep number? How is sleep number determined? Is it an official metric? Can I take that to other stores? Can we establish that? Speaking of chairs and like electronics, has anyone else's like life dream been to have a massage chair? That is my literal life dream. My entire life I've wanted one. I've never been able to get them. I've never been able to get one. Never in my life. They're just too expensive. I've never been able to justify the purchase. Because I'm also, you know, financially I'm doing okay. Not great. But I'm doing fine. But yeah, no, I've just always wanted one. So that's kind of a boring thing to talk about. It's just on my mind because of the bed. Do I have any other good Bigfoot stories? There was the time we went onto a porch. Ooh, leg massager. See, I need something for my shoulders. They're tense. Unless Toxic, you want to come over and help. Sorry. I'm taking applications now. Is that possible? To get too much massage? I feel like my shoulders are always tense. I feel like there's no such thing. Oh, I said if you wanted to come over and help me with my shoulders, I'd be more than... I think I'd prefer you to a massage chair. And now I've But yeah, no, I've tried those leg massages. They seem nice, but it's never my legs that get me. My legs are in great shape. But I'm someone who carries the weight of the world on my shoulders. You know what I mean? Like, all of my stress goes there. Just all of it. All of it. Was not expecting a yes. Anyways. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, no. Drinking in Zatsudan is, in retrospect, either a really good idea or a really bad one. Because I will lose my conversational topics. Oh, God. Oh, God. Huh. Anyways. Yeah, no, it's always my shoulders. I don't know why. That's just who I am as a person. I'm very broad-shouldered, as you can see. What kind of drunk do I become? That's a good question, Fred, actually. I'm someone who, like... It very much depends on the liquor, if you know what I mean. Beer always puts me in a good mood. Oh, well, maybe I'll have to give you a massage, too. Beer always puts me in a good mood. Like, universally. Universally, it puts me in a good mood. Which is funny, because I used to not like it. Like, oh, vodka. Vodka does not put me in a good mood. Old fashions put me in, like, a sassy mood. Bourbon makes me sassy. Even sassier than usual. A little snippy. But vodka will just make me sad. If you guys ever want to just see me, like, be sad on stream, it's real easy. Request a vodka stream. I'll be fucking miserable in literally no time. I'm definitely not a sleepy drunk. No, I get very hyped when I drink. I'm fucking ready to go. I'm so ready to go. I am so ready to go when I drink. It's like, why are we in the house still? Why are we just chilling here? We should go out. We should go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Who else wants to go to a children's playground while incredibly drunk and just sit there and chat about the weirdest and deepest parts of our lives? Does that sound good to everyone? Sound like a fun activity? I was talking to Itsi the other day, and she was like, we were just hanging out. And she was like, we should do something. I'm like, well, what is there to do right now? It's like fucking midnight. And she's like, we should go to a park. I'm like, what? Well, we were first, I should say, talking about monkey bars. Sianna was afraid of monkey bars until she was tall enough where she wouldn't fall from them. But then we were talking, she's like, we should just go to like a playground nearby. There's one right around the corner. We can like chill on the monkey bars, sit in a park at night. I'm like, no one goes to a playground at night unless you're on something. We'll say alcohol for now. Unless you're drunk or other things. That is the only reason an adult person has ever gone to a playground at night. I'm dead right here. Or you're with someone who's very that. I don't know why it's a thing, but it is a thing. You know what I mean? Like, what is it about playgrounds that make teenagers too, because I see them there. Teenagers go to playgrounds at night. What makes that to do things? Illegal things. Weed. What makes that a thing? Why is it always playgrounds? It's a huge open space. Like, I feel like it's such a known thing that, like, you make yourself more obvious. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's like you see kids in the playground and like, oh, they are ingesting some illegal substance. There's no other explanation. I personally have never gone to, I haven't gone to a playground sober in a very long time. Possibly ever. Because I am 122 years old and I've been the same age my entire life, so what does that? What causes this fascination when you have reached the state of inebriation? It is a genuinely good time though. like I'm sounding like it's like, you, holy shit, James, you're dead ass right. You're dead ass right. You're dead ass right. Oh my god. Holy fuck, how did I not think of that? It's so obvious in retrospect. You want to go down the slide. And you're kind of... I don't know, does anyone ever go down the slides though? I don't know. Maybe. I don't ever see anyone... People just kind of hang out in a tiered pattern. You know what I mean? They're playfully arranged like an album cover as they pass whatever the illicit substance they are choosing to ingest this evening back and forth. Okay, we'll do Cassius takes everyone to the park. I'll push you guys on the swing. We'll do it as ASMR. It'll be great. it'll be like Amity's dating sim. Gotta go down the metal slides in jeans. Old school jeans too, you know? None of those new jeans. Speaking of friction coefficient, I actually did watch something today which interested me quite a bit. It was a video about the Big Bang Theory. Dun dun dun. Now, the Big Bang Theory might be one of the most hated television shows of all time. It's probably up there. It is openly despised on the internet in a way not many other shows are. And some would argue more than it deserves. That's what this video actually argued. It was interesting. Because I myself have been of the opinion that it doesn't really have jokes, it has references. And you all know how I feel about references. I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy it when it's to writing. I don't enjoy it when it's to science. I don't enjoy it when it's to culture. It's cheap. It's cheap. Cheap way to invest your audience, in my opinion. But anyways, yes, so it was all that. It was all that. That's the thing though, is like, it is being posted a lot. So I guess it must have some appeal. And it is one of the most popular shows of all time. Yeah, it's up there. It's really fucking up there. It's really fucking up there. I'm finishing my first drink now. I have the worst habit of swirling my drinks. Holy shit, James, you're so right. Do you know how many issues I have with what is it? What is it? What is it called? Why is it escaping me? It's that fucking poem and I hate it so much. That Roman, no, is it Roman or Greek? God, it has to be Greek. It has to be Greek. It has to be Greek. Yes. Yeah, the fucking Divine Comedy. It wasn't Virgil, it's Dante. Virgil is the... So he fanboys over in that fucking poem, that fucking epic. I'll get into why I hate Dante's the Divine Comedy very soon. I don't like that story. I don't like that epic. It's amateurish. There's another one though. Milton was by Milton. I always get the Divine Comedy and this one mixed up. Paradise Lost. That's it. That's a good one. If you're gonna read classic biblical fan fiction, Paradise Lost is the far better biblical fan fiction. Either way, this whole video was diving into Big Bang Theory's structure, and it was quite interesting. You know what, James? Good fucking point, actually. I just don't like the part where he meets Virgil, and Virgil just goes, "Oh my god, you're so cool. You're so cool. Look at you. Oh, you're such a good writer, dude. Dude, you're like the best writer. God, you're so cool. Oh my god." And then like every single great author through history walks up to Dante and is like, "Oh my god, man, you're the best writer ever." And Dante is a fucking self-insert. Like he literally. He is the original Mary Sue. That's why I fucking hate them. That's why I fucking hate those books. That epic, one could say. But everyone should genuinely read Paradise Lost. It's fucking good. The devil is such a not cool, because he's not cool. He's kind of an incel. It's kind of an incel. But the structure is beautiful and so fucking compelling. It's so good. Like, you think it won't read well now, but it does. It really does. And the language is, oh, it's gorgeous. You can skip parts of it. There's like a recut of it that's much better. I can never remember what it was, but it skips a lot of the nonsense. Oh, it's good though. I recommend it. Absolutely. Super fucking compelling. So much of that book has been made canon in religion. And it also has the coolest story of being wrote ever. Written? Wrote? I never know. As a writer, you think I would? As someone who gets paid to wrote? You think I know? But I also am someone who just likes to fuck around and make up words all the time, and no one, people say I'm smart for it, but I don't know. Critics like it. And they're the ones that increase sales. Anyways, what was I saying? Before Dante. Oh yes, The Big Bang Theory. What a beautiful pivot. What a beautiful pivot. From Big Bang Theory to Dante. Both mid. Anyways, you see, like, someone wrote it. Like, it was written, it was wrote. I guess it was written. I don't know. Expand the use of the word wrote. It sounds good, doesn't it? Maybe it's just to my ear. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm drunk. When it was wrote. I don't know. That just rings to me. I like how that sounds. Maybe. I'm probably way off. It hasn't a grandiosity. It has a grandiosity. Who the fuck? To it, you know, like when it was wrote. I don't know. It adds gravitas. That's what I'm looking for. Mayhaps. But it also can just sound incorrect. But it's like the single syllable ending. There's so much punch ending on the sharp T with the power O. Wrote. See, that's what I always think about. Is Shakespeare. You know, that man invented so many fucking words. It's arguable, actually, if he invented most of them. Because a lot of them could have just been slang and common parlance that he was incorporating. But a few can be directly attributed to him. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm not a prescriptivist. No, is it prescriptive or descriptive? It's descriptive. I do believe. Is it descriptive? No, it's prescriptive. Because you prescribe what a word's meaning is. Yes. I have to check this. versus... Okay. Okay, yeah, so I'm not a prescriptivist. Yeah, see, that's true. And honestly valid. There's value in that. But anyways, what was I saying? I'm not a prescriptivist when it comes to language. I'm a descriptivist. And I'm a little anarchic when it comes to how I like to use words. I think as long as the meaning can be understood and it's beautiful, then who the fuck cares if it's correct? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my stance on grammar, language, and all that. Say whatever you want. If you can figure out how to turn YOLO into a beautiful phrase, put it in a beautiful phrase, as it were, God, you've nailed it. Fuck, you're right, James. Okay, no, Big Bang Theory ain't that bad. was the summary of it. I keep building up to it, and I never said it, but it has jokes. It's pretty bad, but it has jokes. I've gone so many years thinking it doesn't actually have jokes. Like, it literally doesn't have jokes. It just has references. And I'd seen so many examples of that, but it has definably what can be classified as a joke. And some of them are okay. And you know, actually, like, let's take a mo here. Because if it wasn't for Big Bang Theory, Kaylee Cuoco would have never had the unlimited funds to make Harley Quinn, the new Harley Quinn show, a thing. Because she was a huge reason of why it exists. Hello, Honey Plays. Welcome, welcome. She wouldn't have had the funds for that. And that show is amazing. I've only watched pieces of it. I need to absorb the full, like, show. I've been meaning to. But from what I've seen, it's very good. And it's keeping a lot of Venture Bros writers, you know, in homes, which I'm a fan of. Sorry, I hiccuped. I'm not a fish. It actually does help. One time it didn't, but every other time it does. No, but I really couldn't stand the Divine Comedy. I've tried to read through the whole thing multiple times, and it's insufferably self-sufficient, self-serving. Yeah, we will, James! Fuck yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. Oh, one day it's coming. It's coming. They release teaser footage. Not footage. Stills of Brock. One day we'll get it. And, oh god, there's no way they can wrap up the story. There's too much going on. It's gonna be a mess. Also, what was the other thing I was gonna talk about? I had something else in the back of my mind while I was talking about that. Oh yes, Milton, who wrote, Paradise Lost. Actually, this is a fun fact. He was blind. Sorry, before we continue, have you seen that clip where the woman is like, in news today, a man climbed Mount Everest, but he's gay. Sorry, he's gay. He's blind. It's my favorite clip on the internet. Anyways, he was actually blind. He was blind. So he couldn't see what he was writing. And every morning he would wake up and demand, and they would bring someone to write for him because he was blind. And he would say, like, he would dictate it because God had delivered him the plot of the story in his dreams. And if that isn't the most metal fucking explanation for where your story came from, I have no idea what is. That's amazing. I wish I could claim that God was speaking to me in my dreams to give me the stories that I have to write for a living. Why does this happen? Because God said it is. Stop editing. It's just a funny thought. Like, that's amazing. That's how I get all my tax advice. You know, in 122 years, you think I would have learned taxes? I haven't. I also have multi-part dreams, like, quite frequently, Fred. I love them. I'm, like, excited for the story to continue. Sometimes it'll continue, like, years later. I have this one Lilo and Stitch Frankenstein dream that has haunted me on return my entire life. Should I explain more than that? No. 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 I won't. It's very scary. like I'm not easily scared by my dreams, but for some reason, this not reoccurring but continual Lilo and Stitch Frankenstein dream is one of the most horrifying dreams in my entire repertoire. And I've had like night terrors. God, the worst experience is having a dream inside a dream. That hasn't happened to me much. But Toxic, aren't you like a monster fucker? So isn't that like a good thing for you? Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry. I know. Oh, hello, Neptune 108 VA. Oh, we were just discussing dreams, actually, weirdly enough. It's really scary. It's Nani, the older sister, and it's been horrifying. She's pursued me to the ends of the earth, and her sister keeps begging me not to kill her. And I can't bring myself to do it. I can't do that. I can't take away her big sister. That's all she has left. And I'm just pursued by this monster that I can disassemble, I can slow down, but it puts itself back together, it reassembles, and it will always come back, and often comes back stronger. Did everyone see Everything Everywhere All at Once? I won't spoil it, but one of the ideas is that in that show, in that movie, your dreams are portals to other universes. That's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler. But if that's the case, I feel so bad for me in other universes. There's this one dream that's also like a continual story I have, and it's kind of about like, God, it's always monsters. It's like I deal with them for a living. But a blood red moon rises, and slowly people begin to change. They twist unexpectedly into true fucking horrors that I cannot comprehend. Last one, it was in a nursery. It was in a nursery, and all of the little children turned into creatures. In this dream, I was able to fight. That's the one thing I have that I always hear people like, I can't punch in dreams. I can punch so hard in my dreams. I live for punching in my dreams. It is satisfying. Either way, I fight my way out of this nursery. Nursery? No, it's a kindergarten. It is like Dead Space, Neptune. It's exactly like Dead Space. Or like if anyone's read Sweet Home. It's like half Dead Space, half Sweet Home. And I'm climbing out of this kindergarten as like people are changing and like there's someone with me. And we make it to the roof. And then he starts to change. And without me being in any control of the dream, as like the swarm started descending upon me and I realized that this is my final moments, I looked up to the sky and said, damn, didn't make it this time. And then I woke up. I think about that a lot. Like a lot. What does it mean? I love Sweet Home. Sweet Home is good. It's a little stupid, but that's just because like, if I'm going to watch an anime, I'm deeply offended by competent, powerful protagonists. I've had multiple dreams where like it's gone bad and I'm going to die, and I just look and I swear to God, I look at the fucking camera and say, well, didn't make it this time. But yes, I'm just not a fan of like, oh yes, I'm an invisible VTuber, welcome. Yes, I am the invisible man, Cassius Griffin. I can do many things, look at this. See, I took my shirt off. And look, I have to think of someone complimenting me. I blush. And if I think of my dream, I cry and I'm sad. I like showing off, okay, guys? Showing off my magic glasses. Anyways. What was I talking about? Yeah, no, I can't stand competent anime protagonists. I want an idiot in charge of the story. I want them to either be entirely weak and useless, or completely incompetent. It has to be one of the two. Oh, thank you, Neptune. Thank you. It has to be one of the two. I'm like, that's why I have never been able to get into certain shows. It's just because like I'm like, damn, the protagonist is too skilled. You like the sad glasses. I don't often cry, so they don't come out that much. Oh, I also wear gloves. Look, there's my gloves. I can take those off too. See? Oh, no. I'm getting too comfy in my chair. Anyways. I also have mad glasses. And my favorite, if I'm feeling particularly anime glasses. Hello, Boji. Welcome. Oh, I'm glad you've been enjoying my content. That actually makes me so happy. I've been genuinely proud of my shorts. I actually am going to start doing a new style of short. Oh yeah, they're super pliable. Have you all noticed that as I talk, they move? Like as I speak, the glasses go up and down. Because yeah, they're also tied to my mouth. Like it's subtle, but it's there. You know? It's more obvious if I hold completely still. Oh, hello, Kamipo. So many new people today. Oh my God. Well, thank you. Welcome. I should really be saying everyone's names in my classic sexy manner, but I'm a little drunk right now. This is so dramatically new to me. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. Oh yes, once again, like if an anime protagonist is too competent, I'm like, I'm not invested. I know he's gonna win. I want someone who's stupid enough where I believe they could lose. Popping off, let's go. Tuskaru. Oh, James. Oh. You guys should see what my next outfit looks like. Let me just say, how can I say this in a clever way? God, I'm too drunk to think of something clever. Usually I'm pretty good. But in a clever way, how do I say, I'm a little more covered up. Is that good? No, wait, I got something better. Wait, pause that, rewind. I didn't say that. I would tell you about my outfit, but I need to keep it covered up. There we go. That's smart. No, I'm allowed to say this. I'm allowed to hype. I've bandaged the situation. See, that's pretty good. Come on, that's not bad. Hintity hint. I'm allowed to do this hype. It looks so good. It looks so good, guys. But I'm happy with how I look now, naturally. I can say I do like that. Yeah. What is that guy? Is that DC? Yes, that is DC. It's not the invisible. It is the invisible. No, it's what's his name? He's in Doom Patrol, and he's so good. I love that show, Doom Patrol. I'm only like a few episodes in, but I've been saving it. And yeah, it is more, we could say it's a little classic. It's a little classic and a little more suited. And it suits me a little more. There we go. There we go. Either way, what was I saying? Like, okay, has everyone seen Ranking of Kings? Let's talk anime. I'll lean on something safe and reliable. Good old reliable anime. Yes, protagonists. Has everyone seen Ranking of Kings? Because that is a show where I wouldn't say incompetent. What is his name? Is it Bochi? Boji, yes. Oh, we have a Boji in chat. That's so funny. I wish he'd stayed around. Maybe that's why it was on my mind. But yes, Boji. Ranking of Kings is an amazing show because the protagonist isn't overly skilled. Because he does struggle. He struggles so hard, and I would do anything to watch him win. I would end the earth to watch him be happy. I would give everything for Boji. I love Boji. What's my favorite anime? Tatami Galaxy. Easy. That's up there. That's definitely up there. I always say that one. But is it my actual favorite? I would say so. I love Tatami Galaxy so fucking much. And there was something else I watched recently that shook my socks. Shook my socks. It was, oh, obviously Chainsaw Man's up there. Chainsaw Man, Evangelion, Tatami Galaxy. Probably my top 3. Oh, I forgot. There's one other one. And that would be, at the, oh, what is it? The universe. What is it called? No. See, the thing is, I don't like giving people flack for their favorite shows. I have my taste, and other people have theirs. There's nothing wrong with liking something else. Like, I always hate that mentality, especially in the anime community, where it's like, oh yeah, you didn't watch Evangelion? Kind of a fake weeb then, aren't you? Dark fantasy. Berserk? Is it Berserk? Why would I give you flack for that? Wait, unless there's a show called Dark Fantasy. Because Berserk is Dark Fantasy. Holy fuckery to a video. I've never fully watched it. But I can say you're very cultured. Very cultured. That show has content. That show is part of this. Honestly, to speak of shows like Redo of a Healer, another one in a similar genre, would be Ishok Interspecies Reviewers. Yeah, it does have an interesting perspective on fantasy. I don't think it's bad. What was I thinking about? There was, oh yes. What is that one called? It's a slice of life, and it's the best slice of life ever made. A place further than the universe. Oh, Toxic, you finished watching Chainsaw Man? Did you like it? It slaps so fucking hard. Yes, it does. Yeah, I was worried for a sec. I will read the rest of Interspecies Reviewers. It was surprisingly well done. Like, I'm not against ecchi. I'm not against a little nudity every now and then. Saki K. Really? I don't know if I'd put Saki K that high. Also, Redo a Healer. The best anime so far. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I need to watch. The Disastrous Life of Saki K always seemed good. I never really picked it up. Redo. Yo, Tomo-chan is really good, y'all. Like, Neptune's dead on the money here. Tomo-chan is good. Tomo-chan is really good. I read the manga way back when it was coming out, and it was the hottest shit on the internet. First of all, it was the hottest shit anyone's ever seen online. Yeah, James. Same hat. Same hat. It was a fucking journey, man. It was a fucking journey. I loved reading Tomo-chan. It was so good. 900 fucking chapters. Oh. I'm not jealous of past me for going. Yeah. That's the thing. Okay, so here's something really interesting in terms of the adaptations, because I think these two adaptations can be directly compared against each other. Bocchi the Rock and Tomo-chan are both 4 comas. And I'm not going to lie, I love Tomo-chan. I adore Tomo. I think it's the best show of the season. Absolutely handily, it's the best show of the season. If you disagree with me, I'm sorry. Mizuzu Abesto. But it's undoubtedly true that its adaptation is rough. You feel the structure of the pages, and some of the jokes just do not translate well. Meanwhile, you can look at a show like Bocchi the Rock, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal anime. One of the best anime adaptations I've ever seen. Perfectly adapts the source material, gives the entire show a sense of flow, and here's the kicker. Tomo-chan is a 4 koma. A 4 koma is a manga where each chapter, so even though Tomo-chan has over 900 chapters, each chapter is only a page with 4 panels. Bocchi the Rock is also a 4 koma, but you wouldn't know that watching the show at all. And I think that speaks to the strength of the director. Tomo-chan is heavily held aloft by its absolutely phenomenal voice cast. The voice, like, I watched subtitles, and the voice cast in the original Japanese is amazing. It's one of the best anime voice casts I've ever seen. Mizuzu, Tomo. The voice actress they have for Tomo is one of the best in the industry right now. And she will be the next Kana Hanazawa. I hold absolute conviction that she will be the next Kana Hanazawa because she is way too skilled. She is way too talented. It is the same person in English and Japanese. And she uses that skill set perfectly. Perfectly. In both languages, it's amazing work. And Mizuzu is perfect. Even Junichiro has been impressing me lately, which is good because I was like okay on him at the start. And I don't remember the other one. I just call him Senpai. I think he is literally only ever called Senpai, but it's Carol's partner. I know in that one episode they said they were cousins. That is a Japanese mistranslation. It also affected Fruits Baskets, the same exact mistranslation. It essentially means family friend. So, don't get too confused about that, y'all. Either way, I think Tomo-chan is still best in the 4 koma, whereas with Bocchi the Rock, that show is a fucking force. Like, I didn't think in the same season that Chainsaw Man came out, I'd be arguing about what the best anime adaptation of the season would be. But I am. And I would. I don't necessarily like definitively think that Bocchi is a better adaptation than Chainsaw Man. But I think there's a conversation to be had. Because they actually sort of have 2 entirely different styles of animation. Well, not animation per se, but adaptation. Because adaptation in its own right is a style. So adaptation, when you're adapting, there's actually begun to be a lot of discussion about this, which I'm weirdly enough, if everyone remembers, hey everyone who's been with me for a hot fucking minute, remember when I talked about adaptation weeks ago? And now there's all this discussion about how good non-loyal adaptations are thanks to The Last of Us? I called that. I called that so fucking hard. It's one of my best calls in recent memory. That was perfect. I couldn't have timed that better because I've been talking about like the art of the non-loyal adaptation. And Chainsaw Man isn't a loyal adaptation. It takes a lot of creative liberty with the source material. A lot of creative liberty with the source material. For the better, in my opinion. Such as the scene, the first person scene where Himeno is like drunk. And like moving through the bathroom and then goes to get on top of Denji. That's not necessarily all in the manga, but it adds so much to her character and so much to the pacing of the episode. They know how not just best... Oh, that's fine, Neptune. I'm glad you're just listening. Okay, The Witcher. Non-loyal adaptations aren't... The Witcher, to my understanding, is pretty loyal to the books. Thanks to Henry Cavill. I haven't read them, though. But if we want to talk about bad non-loyal adaptations, we could always talk about Wheel of Time. That shit sucked. That was horrible. There isn't a defined... The case I always like to make is I think that people, in general, think that a loyal adaptation will always be better than a non-loyal adaptation. And I don't think that's true. I just don't. You can take liberties that enhance the source material. Because the fact is, when a good writer is working in a medium, and I swear I should get this tattooed on my fucking body at this point, I say it so much, they are writing for the medium. When you're writing a book, you're writing a book. You're not writing for a movie. When power opens the door suddenly in a manga, that's a one panel. You get the vibes. You don't need to do much to adapt that. But in the show, that has zero impact. Versus them having power kick the fucking doorknob off and break the door in. Works better in anime, doesn't it? And yes, The Shining is a brilliant example. The Shining is almost different though, because there's degrees of non-loyal adaptations. Like The Shining is borderline a different story. No, see, but that's the thing, Cammy, is like, that's the other evil side of a non-loyal adaptation, is it can totally butcher the source material. It can absolutely ruin it. And that's so fucking disappointing. My favorite non-loyal adaptation is Jurassic Park. Yeah, it's nothing like the book, but it slaps so hard. There was this age in the 90s where everyone was okay with it being, with movies being nothing like the book and just being good. But that kind of stopped, and suddenly everyone wanted everything to be exactly like the book. And that sort of attitude has moved into video games, weirdly enough. Which is weird to me. Because, like, how the fuck are you going to adapt a video game? They're literally not meant for it. When you're turning a book into a movie, you're adding dimension to it. You're adding to it. You're not subtracting. When you're turning a video game into a movie, you're literally taking out a whole aspect of it. That's just a nightmare. How do you synthesize interactivity when interactivity should be core to the experience? But like I said, I've said previously, video games are very young. They're very young from a storytelling point, and very few have actually figured it out. There's only like one studio that's really like on the fucking like up and up when it comes to this shit. What was it? Hazel Light Studios. Yes. Is one that's doing a lot of fantastic work, as well as whoever the fuck made Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Whoever made that game and whoever made Journey, those people understand that mechanics should feed into story. Journey is brilliant. I haven't talked enough about Journey, I don't feel like. Because Journey is brilliant. It synthesizes feeling through game mechanics. You see, that's the thing, is like, I guess the end of the day is like, when you're adapting something, make it good. But I just feel like so often the perception is like, when you're adapting something, it better be exactly like the book. And if it's different, it's bad. Even if it's good, it's bad. Like, people are already saying that about The Last of Us. Even though, from all I've heard, I haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to. But from all I've heard, it's amazing. Which, hey, good. We finally got an actually good... Well, no, we've gotten... It might be the age of the video game adaptation. Shit, is Mario gonna be good? That would make me so mad. I'll be so mad if Mario's good. I'll be so mad. Guys, I can't tell you how upset I'll be if Mario's good. It's gonna hurt my soul. Well, I'm glad we're on the same page, Camipo. I'm will weep. This ruins my whole like thing of hating Illumination. God, they actually did something really fun, and it made me angry. First of all, oh, there's another Case Just Called It moment recently. Fucking Chris Pratt did a perfect, like, classic Mario impression on camera, and it sounded perfect, like literally perfect. Look up Chris Pratt perfect Mario. It should come up. Let me double check that it does. Turns out Chris Pratt can do the Mario voice. Yeah, he can do it perfect, because he's going to do it perfect. They're gonna put it in a trailer, and it's going to get everyone hyped. I'm fucking right. I called this shit months ago. I called this shit the second we heard the first trailer. I'm like, oh, they're gonna pull an ugly Sonic. They're going to pull an ugly Sonic. They're pulling an ugly Sonic right now on us. We've been duped. We've been tricked. They pulled an ugly Sonic. Everyone should be seething. We should all be disappointed that we fell for the ugly Sonic again. It's perfect. It's a perfect impression. And it's gonna be throughout the entire fucking movie. Yeah, no. It's probably, that could be it, James. My theory that I'm stealing. I'm stealing this theory. I think it's from Reddit. I'm stealing it from Reddit. Is that he's going to mostly talk like normal Mario. And then periodically, he's going to, when he gets excited or happy, perfect Mario. Perfect Mario. I'll be in this theater like, hello, Mario. Because it'll be him. He'll be doing it perfect. He'll have nailed it. Titanite Demon. Sounds so video gamey. I'm not, which isn't me like laughing at it. I just love it when like when someone play. I don't know what that is. Is that Destiny? Oh, it's Dark Souls. I've never played. I'm kind of a casual. I'm someone who like, I play, welcome to my channel. I play a lot of stealth games. And stealth games are kind of my jam. I play stealth games and I like strategy games, even though I haven't played a single strategy game on stream, because I think it's too much thinking. And I'd just be here coming up with strategies. Stealth games are already borderline too much thinking for me. Because I'm like, how can I hold an interesting conversation while I'm memorizing these guys' paths and making a perfect map of it in my head? Oh, I love stealth games. I'm gonna be honest, Cammy. I'm going to be honest. I think the choice of making him sound like Chris Pratt normally, and when he gets excited, we get a perfect wahoo. I think that's the best route. I think that's perfect. which upsets me the most. The issue with the Mario voice is it doesn't give a lot of range to the actor. It's so specific that deviating out of it to instill emotion and gravity into what you're saying is incredibly hard. Look at Super Mario Sunshine. That shit didn't work. Yeah, I actually will be playing Bloodborne eventually. As soon as I get the console for it, Neptune, you will watch me play Bloodborne. Because I've played a little Bloodborne, and I fucking love that game. I adore that game. See, that's the thing though. Like, I want to do a strategy game and make it like a Zatsu. Because, like, I can. But it'd have to be a pretty dumb one. Like, no paradox games. Those require a lot of mental effort. I could totally do Civ though. I could play Civ on stream. Well, subscribe, you'll know when I start. That's what I'm gonna fucking... Okay, so when GTA 5 first came out, I actually did that. I bought a PS3 just to play it on release night because it was a delayed release for PC. Oh, well, thank you, Neptune. Oh my gosh. You're making me blush. You turned on notifications for me. Oh. Oh. You see the little hearts on the corners of my glasses? Anyways, yeah, I really do want to play Bloodborne. I love the aesthetic of Bloodborne. I do want to play Elden Ring as well, eventually. But I want to play Bloodborne first. It just seems fast. I like the fast. I like the weapon switches. That's really cool. I like the enemies. It'll take me a while to learn, so you'll have to deal with a little bit of scrub. But I promise I will get good. Sorry, I mispronounced that. I will get good. With an I, of course. And a U. Of course. I know how Soulsborne's players are. I speak their language. I spent enough time on the internet. But yeah, it'd have to be a game like Civ for like a strategy game. What other strategy games do I have? What would I want to play? God. Oh god, I want to play Total War Warhammer so fucking bad on stream. I want to play that game so bad. I still need to do like my lore deep dive explaining just a portion of the lore of the Total War. Into the Breach. You also said Slay the Spire, which is... Wow, these are roguelikes, aren't they? I haven't played many roguelikes. I know FTL is a roguelike. This is a roguelike. I don't know what kind of roguelike this is, but this is a roguelike. No, I like grand, I guess you could call them grand strategy. Like Civ 5 is one of my favorite games of all time. Or like Total War. I like the Total War franchise. But I should try like FTL at some point. Yes, that sounds like a blast. There's a couple things I really want to play. One of the things I want... Dead Cells is so cool. I've never played it because like roguelikes just have never been my thing, but I'm gonna play Hades eventually. I'm going to play Hades eventually. That's going to be my foray into roguelikes. I never got into like Binding of Isaac, which feels like the resurgent of roguelikes. So I feel like I just missed them. You know what I mean? Like two trains passing in the night. We just never touched. But I want to. Right now, I'm trying to be like good streamer, stick to brand. But I guess roguelikes would be a halfway decent idea. I learned to play roguelikes. I play a lot of Minecraft, does that count? Sorry. If you've watched my shorts, then you know I play a lot of Minecraft. Which is honestly where I assume everyone's coming from right now. Okay. Then maybe I will play Dead Cells. Because Dead Cells is super cool. I love how it looks. What's the game I've been the most invested in? Oh, Cammy, you have great questions. The most invested in. Realistically, it's probably Minecraft. There was a period of my life for like 2 years where I played Minecraft for 16 hours a day. Rounded up. Okay, James. Then yeah, I'll try Into the Breach. In terms of like investing my time, it would have to probably be TF2 or Minecraft. Yeah. Almost definitely one of those two. TF2 used to be my game. I also did, I never was on a pro team for Overwatch, but I did skirmishes with them. They would bring me in for skirmishes to fill a teammate slot. I never was friends with one of the guys, and yeah, I was brought in for a couple skirmishes with a championship team for Overwatch 1. I will not touch Overwatch 2. That game does horrible things to me. Right now, charming, fun, sweethearted. When I play Overwatch, the darkness comes. And it takes me to places I don't like to go. It changes me. Hollow Knight is so phenomenal. What else have I been playing recently? In terms of most invested in the story, though, I love Dishonored, as everyone knows. But I love small games. Like, I haven't really played any on stream, but like small games are some of my favorites. Like, some of my favorite recent video game experiences where I played like Firewatch, Gone Home, and like I played Journey recently. And A Short Hike. These just small little experiences that suck you in for just a few hours at a time, and then you're gone, you're done, you leave them. That's beautiful to me. Some of my favorite gaming right there. Darkest Dungeon is really cool. It's so brutal, and I don't know if emotionally I could handle it, but it's really cool. A Short Hike is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, James, I'm glad we're so often wearing the same hat. What was another one that I was super deeply invested in? Oh, Sam and Max is so good. You should play them. They're great. I love those games. I feel like I have to scroll down far in Steam because it's been a while since I've really gotten into a game. Oh, I was super into MGS5. That was a great game. It's a great game. And of course, Revengeance, which I will be playing on stream. It's been a fucking minute, but we're gonna do it. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, no, there's a lot of games, I guess, over time that have really grown on me. Yo, New Vegas, fucking good point. I'm playing. Today was supposed to be a New Vegas stream, but it was St. Patrick's Day, so I'm drinking instead. I love New Vegas. It's my first time playing it. Weird, I know, right? Like, somehow I avoided it. And now I'm playing it for the first time, and it's so good. I love the writing in that game. It's clever, it's funny, it's witty. It's so deeply charming. I'm actually stuck in Brave New Hearts, which I'm not loving Brave New Hearts thus far. It's a little, like, the scenery's beautiful, but I kind of just want to go back to the main game. You know those vibes? If you like Brave New Hearts, I apologize. And maybe it picks up. I just met the bandaged man. Yeah, it just feels kind of You know what I mean? Yeah, and I feel kind of stuck in it. That's why I've kind of been putting it off. Because I don't want, because I'm trapped here now. But I did spend an unreasonable amount of time, like an hour, trying to save everyone's life from the travel party. I should upload that as a short. That'd be a good idea. I'll take your advice, Neptune. Thank you. But yes, what was I saying? Yeah, I spent like 30 minutes to an hour trying to save the convoy's life, and I did pretty good, but I never was able to save them because it's super fucking scripted, which is deeply tragic. I tried so hard, y'all. I tried so hard. I did! Fred, you've given me like 2 new portal clips that I've been digging, and possibly more. Yeah, honestly, this shout out to everyone in chat. Yeah, the writing is just mid in Brave New Hearts thus far. I'm not loving it. It's a little cliche, and there's a lot of expanse. The fucking bear thing is cool. I like that. I like how it's built up. But yeah, other than that, it's fine. It's fine. I want to get back to the main game. I was invested. I had Boone with me. My boy, Boone. I miss him. It's been like over a month since I've seen Boone. It's been like 2 months since I've seen Boone. He's such a fucking little weirdo. But I grew so attached to him. Always teleporting in front of me in buildings. What a rascal. Boone, my boy! Indeed, Neptune, indeed. You did get it incredibly thoroughly. Oh my god, I'll have to tell Amity to look at the... Oh god, my portal clip. Has that been uploaded yet? That is shortified, the portal clip. That is shortified. Oh yeah, speaking of shorts, I'm thinking about trying something new that I kind of want to do that I don't think I've seen people do before. But I want to do a like, what happened in my last stream in 60 seconds. And then like, I do a narration and then clips like sort of play around me. Or like overlaid like transparently. Or like behind me, or sometimes they just take over the whole screen. I'm looking at doing that kind of a style. So that way, like, if you miss a Minecraft stream of mine, you won't be totally lost. Since my Minecraft is slowly becoming more and more narrative with time. Yeah, I think that would be good. I hope you guys would enjoy that. There was supposed to be a short posted today, but it was mistaken. So I will be posting that probably right after this stream. Fucking the game. It's not a real thing. Look, it doesn't matter what age you are. You don't hear about it for like 10 years. It's no. It doesn't. I swear to God, it didn't exist at all in the 2000s. I swear. I swear. I went from 2010 till 2020. I swear. It wasn't a thing. Huh. That's also it has one of my like favorite references that I frequently make, which is calling someone 2000 and late. You know, like from the Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas. I don't know why I'm obsessed with referencing Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas. James. I don't know why I'm obsessed with referencing Boom Boom Pow, but for some reason it's the funniest thing to me. Because that song feels like it's fake. You know what I mean? That feels like a song in a movie that's meant to sound like the 2010s. It doesn't sound like a song that actually existed. It sounds like fake music. So the fact it was real is the funniest thing in the world to me. I don't, it just tickles me. Boom, boom, pow. I'm so 2008. You're so 2000 and late. Which is a funnier line in retrospect. Like, because she's saying she's so 2000. That's a long time ago now. The 2000s and 2010s culturally are a mess, and I live for them. I live for the fact they're a mess. I adore the fact they're a mess. Radio music was weirder than it ever has been, and I don't think it ever recovered. I'm not going to lie. There's a YouTuber who does music reviews. Anthony Fantano. I really like his channel, by the way. And recently on his side channel, he's been digging through the most popular songs of every year, and it's fascinating. There are so many you forgot existed. It is a wild nostalgia trip. This is a wild nostalgia trip. No, but it's just a weird era because like the 90s counterculture era had ended. And then what? It was counterculture? And then what were the 2010s? Where CPR can top the charts. Oh, CPR's great. I like Cupcake's not as bad as people say. She's not bad. She's not bad. I think she gets a lot of hate. But I think she's A, very funny. She's hilarious. Underrated comedian. And like she makes it work with her style. Yeah. Constantly referencing MCR to be in the 2000s and 2010s. Oh god, yeah, it's absolutely true, James. It's absolutely true. You can't edit that. What was I listening to? Where it was like we were looking at old music videos and we were watching some classic Eminem. Oh yes, I meant to answer. No, there's no short coming out like that. Absolutely not. Oh, forget you. Okay, fuck you by CeeLo Green is a radio banger. That show fucks. That song fucks. It's good. It's good. Sorry, that song forgets. It's good. That also in the same, but it's wild to think. I see you driving around town with the girl I love. Anyways, it's wild to think that at the same time he was making Fuck You, he made literally one of the greatest songs of the modern millennia. That's an insane thing to have done. To release... Okay, we need to find the exact years. We need to find the exact years purely for comedic purposes. We need to find this really quick. Okay. Within 4 years, that man released Crazy and Fuck You. That's an insane thing to have done. That's a wild thing to have done artistically. Like, purely surface level radio banger. That's what Fuck You is. And it's great at it. You can jam on that song to this day. It's lost 0% value. It's just as meaningless. It's just as meaningless. But then you get a song like Crazy. A song that is like, I think arguably one of the best songs in decades. Like actual decades. I will put money on that. I will put my reputation on that. Crazy is one of the best songs. I need a celebrity history class just to know who all the good ones were. Honestly fair. Honestly fair. But it's interesting though, because like, even though I really think like the best thing to happen in those decades was like rap music has been developing. I don't think many people were aware of it. I think like the popular pop culture, weirdly enough, was not pro rap music. I don't know if anyone noticed that. And it's so strange to me because I think it's the most important artistic movement of this century. Rap music might be the most significant artistic music movement of a lot of people here's lifetimes. It's kind of insane to think about that. But at the same time, it's kind of insane how many people don't listen to rap. It still feels niche, even though I really do think like it's the amount of development, the amount of artistic growth, the amount that artists have achieved within the genre in such a short period of time. I think it's unarguable that it's like, it'd be like not listening to rock in the 60s. It'd be like seeing Elvis on stage and being like, no, you know, whatever. I'm not into the Beatles. When the Beatles have just released Abbey Road. You're kind of missing out. Which is why I really recommend everyone listen to rap music. Because it might be the most important artistic movement of our time. I think that's ending, but you can still observe it now. Another beer down. How many do I have left? I wish I refrigerated these. They're getting real lukewarm. Oh my god. You guys have saved something that's in my that's been trapped in my head for weeks. So someone was saying like, hey, we're the monkeys. Every day we monkey around. And that might be a real song. But I'm like, where do I know that? Because I don't listen to the Monkees. Where do I know that from? And I suddenly, because you guys were talking about the Beatles, remembered where I know that from. And it is goddamn Wacky Game Jokes for Kids. If anyone knows that series, it formed a lot of who I am today. Had the joke where someone's like, yeah, I like the Beatles. And then someone else says, yeah, we're the Beatles. Every day we beetle around. And that's the funniest thing to me, is just saying that about an artist. Yeah, we're the Wiggles. Every day we wiggle around. You know, those vibes. Yeah. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Maybe it's just because of like my brain remembers how funny it was the first time. Yeah. Okay, well, here's the thing. Sometimes I'm just speaking unaware, but I'm always paying attention to you, chat. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah, but no, honestly, I don't know what the next sort of like major artistic movement will be. It's weird because by now you think it'd be video games. But I don't think video games are there yet. I really don't. Oh, Cammy, thank you. It's funny that you're like, my brain work, and then you mentioned multitasking, because I've talked about this on stream lightly, periodically. No, I've already brought it up. I can't back out now. And it's the fact my brain is weird. I have what I like to call like dual core brain. Actually, James, that's a good point. Where I can actively have two thoughts going at the same time. Just most of it is usually used for like other things that I'm working on. I have a story in the background that I'm writing right now. Once I'm done streaming, I'll probably type it all out. I just have to get some projects in for some of my jobs. But yeah, I have like that. That's my brain. That's how my brain works. I just feel like I should explain that. For some reason, performing actually like does take a lot of mental load, so it makes it slightly less efficient. But like the perfect example I always use is I will often read a book while I listen to an audiobook. And that's just something I do in my spare time. It's not great. All of my jobs are like freelance work, so I have a lot of free time, but I also have none. It's complicated. So they're all jobs that are like, hey, you make your own schedule, just deliver us the product. And then I'm like, okay, I have like 8 of projects that I have to be working on right now. I have meetings multiple times a week. I'm in constant. I hate Zoom so much. But yes, I'm professionally artistic. It's my whole thing. It's not my whole thing. Professionally, I'm a secret agent for Yokast. Secret agent Cassius Griffin. But you know, I freelance on the side. Zoom is stupid. But no, that's actually a really good point. I think VTubers are the next YouTube thing. And I think we haven't even seen the beginning of it. This is just like... This is the equivalent. Congratulations. You're a musician. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. I love artists. I love meeting people who make art. I think it's cool. I think it's beautiful. I enjoy it so deeply. What was I saying? I hate Zoom. I hate it. Oh yes. No, VTubers. It's kind of the equivalent of like... I'm fine. I'm always a little not okay. You get used to it. I'm a little bit unhinged. Kind of. Yes. Very. And don't worry, it's fine. I'm always gonna be okay. Video game music. Oh, that's cool as hell. That's cool as hell, Neptune. Awesome. I have a friend who's trying to get into that. But he keeps, and this is hilarious, he keeps getting hired by theater companies instead. Which is the funniest sentence I'll ever say. His dream is video game music, but he keeps getting hired by theater companies. What? I hate that. What an insane thing. What an insanely awkward artistic situation to be in. Anyways. What was I? I was on about something right before that. Oh yeah, VTubers. It's kind of the early ages. Like, I think the companies we see now will not always be around, quite tragically. Hololive genuinely has a chance to last forever. They're well managed enough. Yes. But I think a lot of the other companies just don't have that base of, like, have a little bit more management issues, even though the talents in every single one are exemplary. My favorite VTuber of all time is Hachima. Akai Hato Des. I love Hachima. Hachima is my favorite VTuber of all time. Almost definitely. I can pretty firmly say Hachima. One of the most creative VTubers working in the industry. And she's always right. She's always right. She's always right. Another one of my favorites would probably be Selene Tatsuki. I love Selene. Selene is the best. I also do enjoy Magni. I haven't watched the new gen. Daddy Opie. Yeah, that's fair. Sianna, my gen mate, is a huge fan of Callie. Just bought some more merch. Already. Out of EN Hololive, I would have to say my favorite is Becoming Fauna. Originally, I would have said Ame, but recently, Fauna is so fucking funny, guys. If you're not watching Fauna's streams, you're missing out. Yeah, like, her truck simulator stream is one of the funniest streams in Hololive history. It is perfection. She is so witty and charming and hilarious. Sorry, I forgot to mention one of my favorite VTubers of all time is Kiryu Coco, the GOAT, the all-time GOAT. I would say Kason, but I think she's a flesh tuber now. I actually own the Coco tail pillow, Asakoko. I own it. It's one of my proudest purchases. I bought it when it like did its re-release. I know. I just like to joke about Kason. I mean, what does she have to do with Coco? There's nothing connected there. They're very different people. I just always joke just because Kason like started as a flesh tuber, became a VTuber, and then like now has been doing a lot of flesh tuber streams. But she does still VTube. I'm just teasing lightly. I shouldn't though. I don't know her. So fair. But I do respect her absolutely. Like beyond everything, I respect the ever-loving hell out of Kason. She is a titan of the industry for good for good reasons. She is possibly one of the smartest VTubers working. Her and Hachima, are two of the smartest VTubers currently working. I think they're able to predict trends incredibly accurately and get on them long before they become an issue. Long before, like, get on the ground floor of so many trends. Those two are absolutely brilliant. Yeah. And Coco too, as well. But she's retired now and we'll never see her again. And has no connection to anything else I'm talking about. Obviously, I also love Iron Mouse. Out of a Soju though, I would say Kason is my number one. I do enjoy Zenshei, but I don't know. I like old school Mousy more than new school Mousy. She's all cute and wholesome now. And like, I love it. I love that she's happy. I love her. But I miss when she was more gremlin-y. That's what I tuned in for. You know? Those were peak Mousy vibes. In my opinion. Who else? Me? Among Sayu and Monarch? Oh, I love him. I love Monarch. Monarch's great. Monarch's so fantastic. To be put in such a caliber. Deeply honored. I should turn on my blush because I'm actually blushing at that. Honestly, same. I've had to sort of like I haven't been able to keep up with Niji Sanji, guys. There's too many of them. They just keep, I swear I just got used to Noctix. I just started jamming with Noctix. There's two more? What the fuck? I can't keep up. It's too much. It's gonna take me forever to fall in love with the new gen of boys at HoloLive. They multiply. I swear I'm gonna blink and there's gonna be more. What the fuck? Many Sanji is correct. Yeah, no, I love Pamu and Selene are my number ones. Oh wait, no, my actual number one is Rosemi-sama. Yes, Rosemi-sama is my eternal number one of all time. I one day wish to have a theme song half as good as hers. I would kill for that. I would kill every member of Yokast to have a song half as good as Rosemi's intro. I live. Rosemi-sama is amazing. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I love her. I love her vibes. I love that she doesn't know how to do up dog. 10 out of 10. I also do love a lot of Luxium. Oh yeah. No, you could play that sentence in front of me, and every single person in Yokast would nod their heads. They would all nod and be like, "Yeah, no, I do the same thing," except for Romeo. We often make the joke, like, I'd kill Romeo for blank. Like I'm like, I could go for an ice cream. I'd kill for an ice cream. I'd kill Romeo for an ice cream. He hates it so much. He hates that joke. It's his least favorite joke. But it's really funny that he hates it so much. Sometimes a little teasing is fine. Sometimes a little teasing. Sometimes Yokast is a very teasy group. You can't tell by the vibes of me and Itsi just going at each other all the time. Anyways. I'm beginning to get onto Yokast now, which means I'm running out of conversational topics, and my voice is beginning to go, and my beer is warm. And if the beer is warm, then I'm out of things to drink, which isn't good for my voice, everyone. But I had a fantastic time today. Thank you all for coming. Sincerely. So many new people, and I feel so honored to see both some absolute classics in chat as well as some new people. Thank you all so much today. In particular, thank you. I had a great time with you all. And I guess now I should do my sign off. It's weird to think there's some... I will take care of myself, thank you. So, I guess, without further ado, it has been so nice to see you all today. And I hope, no matter where you are in the world, you have a fantastic morning, a delightful afternoon, a glorious evening, and of course, as always, a good night. Thank you.